Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing you guys episode 230.
Yeah.
Too many sessions so far today.
Too much fun. So we have, what do we have over there?
We have a morning crate tea, so I'm going to totally...
So these are Korean teas.
Balhyocha.
Which is probably still wrong. But
I don't know. But we've really enjoyed the Morning Crane brand and brought... frankly, a fair number of just their teas on the show. Are they the only teas we've had from Korea? We've had a few others.
We had a few others early on, I think.
But in general, these folks
have good teas.
Have great teas. They've been sending them to us, and we've been enjoying
and unique.
Them. Yeah. And so the aroma on this is one of those. James opens the thing up and weighs it out, and is like, "Whoa!" And I smell it, and we're like, "Whoa!" So it's hard to. Man. God, okay. I'm getting like oats, barley, and then raisin bread. Like really hard whole wheat raisin bread. So anyway, these teas are really yummy. They're, in general, they're weird in a great way. They sort of straddle that beautiful edge of weird and novel, and yummy is F.
Yeah.
So for folks out there who don't drink Korean tea on the daily,
which is probably most people.
We're using a different setup than a traditional or typical TeaDB episode. You want to explain a little bit?
So this is a little bit closer to a Japanese set. We have like our cooling down device and our teapot, which is a little bit different. Japanese would call this a kyushu.
This with a metal strainer on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially important for those fine leaf Japanese teas.
And frankly, guys, I haven't had this tea before. I'm kind of winging it. So I cooled down the water just a little bit by pouring into here and pouring back into there. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah.
So brewing for a little bit longer because we got to hydrate those leaves. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you noticed any, but these leaves are really small.
Right. And the core is looking really clean. A little bit of oil on the top, maybe a little bit of particulate, but...
So, like Denny did in the last episode, gearing this first steep a little bit towards the lighter end, just because we want to feel out the tea a little bit.
Totally.
See what it's about.
Yeah.
That is giving me some strong black tea aromas to it.
I totally agree.
Some maltiness.
Yeah.
A lot of kind of darker, heavier sweetness to it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like brown sugar molasses kind of vibes going on in there. A little bit of that sort of like sweet woody, kind of like birch.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste.
Yeah, well, this cup is a little hot.
Yeah, I also love these cups. I really enjoy thin-mouthed cups. I don't know, thin-walled, I suppose. They cool down more quickly, but they have sometimes really wonderful texture.
Yeah, and that, my friends, is also a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
The cups matching to teas, that's where I think Denny and I probably draw the line. I have not gotten into cup nerdiness yet, but there are people that definitely do.
I mean, yeah. So, but...
Drink from cups you like.
Right, exactly. In the backpacking community, we say hike your own hike. Drink your own tea. It's your tea. You get to do with it what you want.
Yeah, you have to do whatever the fuck you want.
So, let's give this a shot.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Whoa. It's like black tea, but vegetal.
And then,
Ugh. Whoa.
That's weird. I'm loving James' response. I want to see what that fudge looks like.
That was not a bad one. That was just like a what?
But you're totally right though. He goes from like really hard black tea just to something very different quickly. I'm not quite sure how to describe it yet. Let me get back in here. I love the textures of these morning crate teas. They have a very white tea texture to me.
Kind of like silky.
Yeah. There's this lingering aftertaste that is sort of that acorn roast thing that we keep getting out of these teas a little bit. And then Yeah, a little bit of that sort of vegetal garden patch.
Yeah, no, I
vibe.
totally get that, which is just like not at all what I expect for something with black tea notes. Like, I don't get that from Oriental Beauty. I don't get that from black tea. Yeah. So it's just totally unexpected.
Interesting juxtaposition.
Yeah, I smelled this and I was like, okay, this is going to be kind of like a black tea sort of profile. No, it wasn't at all. So we're gonna cool this down just a little bit by just pouring into this. We're not even gonna wait, and we'll see how this is.
Really wonderful, lasting flavor. It's really one of those teas that you can sit and keep drinking, keep tasting. Great texture, body, long finish. These teas are just predictably good. I have to say, like, some of the brands out there don't do a ton of teas, and they do, they're kind of just like everyone is great. And there's nothing wrong with going through the sort of the archives of teas of Pu'er specifically and trying a bunch of different stuff and seeing what you like. But my goodness, I feel like every single one of these morning cream teas that we brought on the show I've really enjoyed. So, and they've all had something unique about them. They're not just like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, very unique.
So
if you're looking for a unique experience that's not in sort of like the darker tea categories,
right?
These are right, should be right up your alley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. This is most akin to a black tea still.
Yeah, I agree.
Despite all the things we've been talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, and the tea has a lot of tips in it, so we'd expect it to be a little bit we'd expect a little bit more of its flavor to come out early, right. So it may not be the longest lasting tea. This one is made by Ye John Dawant. Well, it's made by Kim Yu-ja and John Ju-hwan from the Hwage Valley. So I mean, if you're trying to identify this tea, that's what we're drinking. We are just going to enjoy this, however.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Ooh, still pretty warm. Hot, actually.
Yes.
Definitely some oil still on these teas. Great liqueur, great color. Yeah. Yum.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. I think it's kind of mellowing out a little bit. It's just a little bit more like those kind of more Oriental Beauty notes.
So losing maybe a little of that like weird vegetalness to it. Maybe next tea. What do you think about the strength of the brew? Do you think it should be maybe a little bit stronger?
We could try it. I think we could. I think it could take on a little bit more of the texture and viscosity of the tea, especially I think in this next steeping, which will probably be a little bit lighter in general anyway.
Yeah.
And so James, just so that because this tea is really hot, James is going to go straight for the boiling water this time and then pour it out and let it hang out so it'll cool down for us to drink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is really good. Yeah, I'm loving it. And like I was saying earlier, longevity of just sort of a sip is pretty great. So
it is, yeah. What about this tea and the mom test?
I think it would pass the mom test.
I do too. Yeah. I think there's enough accessibility around that.
Yeah.
It's not should do okay.
Yeah, I think I definitely think this will pass the mom test, the ultimate heuristic.
Yeah, since you guys care so much about that one.
This is just one of those teas that you just want to keep drinking. Like, I have a huge cup in front of me. It's really easy on the body, really easy on your stomach. We've just this will be a more interesting brew.
I actually kind of forgot that, the color doesn't look that much stronger, so we will see.
It's all part of the grand tea experiment. Excuse me. But yeah, this is really yummy. Perfect day for it. We have this really strange sort of smoky wildfires going on in Washington right now. Look at the oil still in these.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The oiliness, you can notice it in the cup too.
So oftentimes on the show, we bring stuff on and we have a few sips and then we toss it. And with a huge, this is like the size of a normal gaiwan that we use on the show.
Yeah.
But this tea is just so friendly and comfortable and embracing that I just want to keep drinking. And I don't know if you guys know this, but here in our expensive studio in LA, Hong Kong, and New York, we do actually film a few episodes in a row. And so you might notice that during a sort of trifecta of tea episodes, at the end of the trifecta, we are highly alert. And so
that's if we don't even know too much. But we are in the second of the trifecta.
So that being said, normally we do try to like kind of pace ourselves a little bit, but this is a really wonderful yummy tea so far.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a third steeping.
Yep.
This will be our final steeping.
Yep.
And this was definitely hot water and it hung out for a little bit longer than normal, but I bet it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be one of those teas one of the steepings that's gonna give us a good idea about this sort of stress and how much wiggle room does this tea have?
And the color doesn't look. It's still sort of an orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if I were to smell this right now, I don't know. I would probably just assume it was a black tea or Oriental Beauty.
It's I think the nuance of it kind of disappeared.
It smells very different when you get it from the bag, but now at this point,
it's just balancing out a little bit more, evening out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
cheers, guys.
Cheers. That's great. It was like perfectly brewed. Excuse me.
I think more of the creaminess is coming out a little bit here.
Yeah, a little bit less of the sort of like kind of crisper notes, a little higher notes. It's kind of more of the roast and the creaminess.
Yeah. I think the steep's a little bit less complex than the original steep, but I'd still say it's very solid. Really
sweet. I don't think we've talked about how sweet this tea is, but really delicious and agreeable tea on the palate. We did talk about the mom test being that I think this tea would definitely be I think a lot of people would enjoy this tea. Really good.
Moms included.
How many like moments do we have where we just do some like double? Anyway, we'll have someone out there. Someday when we reach 1 million subscribers, we'll have some fanboy out there, fangirl or fan mom out there.
Well, I'm pretty sure even with just the TeaDB content, neither of us are ever running for office.
Yeah.
I don't know how you managed to do that with
generation
a
to
blog,
make that mistake.
Yeah.
To tell my kids like, don't ever put anything on the internet.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All I gotta say is yum. This is a really good tea.
Soft, so friendly.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Absolutely. It's one of those teas that you can kind of show up to anything, anywhere, and people are going to enjoy it. This would be wonderful in the mountains. Really friendly tea. For folks who do want to try one of these Korean teas, go check out Morning Korean Tea. Their website is morningearthkorea.com.
Yep.
Or shoot them an email, morningkoreantea at sbcglobal.net.
Yes.
We'll work on that.
There's a direct line to them there.
A real direct line.
We don't have a phone number, but we do have an email. And we can't recommend them enough. They have just a variety of really unique teas that's not available pretty much anywhere else that I'm aware of in the West.
And so for folks who want to learn more about Korean teas, or we have a ton of information about, at this point, aged, roasted, oolongs, pu'er. We have tried to bring some Japanese tea onto the show once or twice. So for that sort of content, James, where should people go?
Yeah, go check us out at tdb.org. Lots of videos, 230 or something like that at this point, of episodes with Denny and I, as well as a bunch of in-between episodes. So go check those out. Go check out the written content. Go check out past episodes from Morning Korean Tea about Korean teas. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time.